Everybody, this is Hoopermation here, and I am inside the world of Ark Survival Evolved in the Oculus Rift. And holy hell! Oh god! Oh god! I can't see! Oh no! Ah! I can't see! Go away! I don't want it! Oh god! Oh god! I really can't see. That's bad. Where you at? Fucking the left source, bitch! Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm noticing something. I used to have a dinosaur that I could ride, but I don't anymore. I think one of my people, one of my other tribesmen probably got her killed. I'm not very happy about that. Oh, man. So this is really cool. Let's go ahead and go somewhere. I want to go up here. Okay. Because I want to try something out. I think I have a parachute somewhere. Yeah, I know you're dying. That's fine. Hello, Triceratops. That or they probably moved her somewhere. I don't know. I really don't want to try out. So holy hell, this is really cool looking. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Parachutes in slot 10. Alright. So, I don't know how parachute... Whoa, what? That's weird looking. Yeah, I know you're dying. It's fine. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Whoa, that's weird. Let's position that somewhere else, shall we? Okay. Wow, that is so cool, guys. The parachute. Oh my god. Yeah! Woo! Let's parachute onto my base. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we're falling. We're falling. Now we're good. Okay. Well, that was cool. I think I'm gonna die. Oh, what? Do I have any cooked meat? I got raw meat. Oh, I fainted. Why did I faint? What the hell? Okay. Apparently I fainted. Okay. Alright, guys. So, I've taken a look at it, and it's really cool. I kind of played this a little bit before. I played a lot of Ark. Whoa, that is cool. But I'd like to go ahead and get out of here because the frame rate is not good enough and not very good, and it's going to make me puke here pretty soon. So, I'm going to go ahead and get out of this and try and explain some things to you guys. You guys probably aren't used to me having my glasses on, are you? But, okay, I'd like to go over just a few things with the Rift and Ark Survival Evolved that's wrong with it, and what needs to be done to make it better. Because that was cool at first, but then I immediately started noticing issues. First thing is, obviously, the most glaring issue is the frame rate. There's something needs to be done about the frame rate to make this any kind of way playable in the Rift. You probably saw my settings were set to high and stuff, but a lot of those are INI tweaks, and I've actually had with those settings, I have my game running at about 60, 70 FPS on my rig, normal playing, and I can't really get it any better than that. That's about as good as I got it. And so the frame rate definitely needs to be improved. Like, there needs to be at least 60 FPS in the Rift, not just normal, in the Rift, to be able for this to be, like, seriously really good. Because it can be really good. This can be really cool. Second thing was I noticed that you can look up and that you can move the mouse up and down, and That is a little bit because when I move the mouse up and down, my character moves up and down, and that makes it so to where I don't really look around that much. I don't feel a need to look around. When I notice a lot of games do that have Rift support and you use the mouse and stuff to do stuff, is they'll lock the mouse to the X direction only, horizontal, left and right, and so that if you want to look down or up, you have to use your head to do it. And a lot of people like that a lot more because it encourages you to look around, and so you can look at stuff and look at what the Rift has to offer the game. Second thing I noticed, or third thing, was the menus. Good God, those menus are not good at all. I had an idea for how they could improve some things, mainly with the inventory menu. You know, when the guy, he has his arm out and he's got the little thing, I think it's on his left arm, and like it pops up, right? It's like the little glowing thing. What I think would be really cool is if they had like the little thing on the arm here, and it pops up and you can actually see like a little menu here. Like it's actually projected in the world, not just on right in front of the screen. That would be really cool, because then we could use that to look all around the menu and focus on stuff. Because the reason being why that would be really cool is because the text in the menus is hard to read. I can barely see it, barely read what some things are. I couldn't read it at all. And that's it. That's going to be important if they want people to play this game in the Rifts, because they need to be able to read what their stats are and what things are doing and what it is to be able to progress and actually make and do things in there. There are good things. There are a lot of good things. The scale of everything is fantastic. Everything looks as big as it should be. The dinosaurs look huge. Everything looks about the right size. That was good. I do feel like in the first-person view, people are a little short. I feel really short. But other than that, the actual scale of everything is good. I noticed when I was going down on the parachute that if I looked down, it would point the parachute down, and that's probably not good. I would get rid of that. I would just make the parachute static, and just let me look around and control where I move with the mouse, but not where I look with the mouse on the parachute. That would make that really cool. I also noticed there wasn't any kind of tooltips or like the cool menu things when I was looking at stuff. I kind of had to fiddle around with it and try and find where, like when I killed the Dilophosaurus, I had to kind of fiddle around with like trying to find a certain kind of equipment to harvest it, because my hotbar wasn't there, and I had to remember where I had my stuff set to. So if they could have that like put up on the screen somewhere, or have it so that when you press the button, like 1 or 2, it pops up and shows the whole menu, but then after like 5 seconds it disappears. That would be awesome. And also have the tooltip menus in there. Like that's going to be necessary to know what you're going to do. The tooltips menu weren't there, and the radial menu was also not there when I tried to use it. I don't know if I tried to use it. Okay, so I didn't see the radial menu. That might be cool, but I get a feeling that it's also just projected on the screen and not that great. They also need to get a way so that when the game starts, it can recognize a head-mounted display and put that into the head-mounted display mode, because there are a lot of games out there that kind of have this. I want to call it a VR sin. It's that when you start up the game, it's in a normal monitor view. So if you want to get it working, you have to have either a way to mirror the game footage to another screen to see what's going on in the Rift, so see what's going on the Rift screen so you can actually use it, or have the game in windowed mode, select the VR HMD option, and then move it back over to the Rift. None of which is fun to do. It'd be really awesome if they could get it to where it would just start up in Oculus Rift mode or VR mode or whatever. But yeah, those are just some of my suggestions that I have. I bet if they had They really need to work on the frame rate, though, because the frame rate is the biggest issue right now. That's what's holding this back, because this could be a really cool Rift game, I feel. It just has some issues that need to be ironed out. The thing with VR is that the little problems become big problems. That's the bad thing, because you'll notice a lot more of those things when you're playing. Like, the reason why I have so little footage of me actually playing it was because the frame rate was so low, and it was starting to make me sick. That's not a good thing, guys. But that can be improved. Like I haven't said this, but this is an early access game, so that's why I'm making this video, to help give the developers kind of an insight on what needs to be done to make this a really solid Rift game, because that's what it can be. And I feel like anything could be a really solid Rift game if it was done correctly. So, I hope the devs watch this video. I hope they take my suggestions and build upon them, because I really want to play this in the Rift, but I can't. I can't play it with the low frame rate and the issues that it has. My body is just like, oh god. But not saying it's a bad game, because I've been addicted to this game for about the past 3 days. I haven't stopped playing it, really. So, I hope you guys watched. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Sorry. If you liked this video, subscribe for more Oculus Rift content from yours truly. And go check out Ark Survival Evolved. It's a really solid survival game. Besides the performance issues, it's really awesome. And that's it, guys. So I will see you later. Bye!